Welcome back to Second Circle Kitchen. Still not a chef, barely know what I'm doing, but at least we're more familiar with what we're making today. We're making rabbit ragu. We have 4 hind rabbit legs, pretty standard ragu ingredients. And the first time I made this, it was actually pretty good. So if you want to get out of your comfort zone and try something new, try something different, it's incredibly straightforward, it's incredibly simple, and it's delicious. We just want to try to make it a little better this time than the last one. So let's see what we can do. We're gonna rough chop our vegetables. Don't get caught up on how big or how small they are. We're gonna blend them up at the end anyway. We just wanna make sure that we can cut them up manageable sizes to cook down after we sear the rabbit. So right now we're on high heat. We put enough oil in the bottom just to cover it. We want to pick up a little bit of color on the rabbit. We're not cooking it all the way though. Once we browned it a little bit, we're going to flip them over and do the other side. Once we picked up some color on both sides, we're just going to take them out and put them back on the plate. Again, these aren't cooked all the way, so you can put them back on the same plate that they were on before, because technically all of this is still raw. Once we take our rabbit out, vegetables are going right in. So initially this is going to look like a lot. It takes up a lot of room in the pan, but we're going to cook this down a lot. It's going to bring out the flavors in all the vegetables. They're going to reduce in size, and that's going to allow us the space we need to put the rabbit back in a little bit. We've cooked the vegetables down quite a bit. We have not added the garlic yet. You watched us smash real garlic. Please don't use the stuff in a jar. You know we'll judge you, but if you add the garlic too soon, it'll burn. So now that we have some good color on our vegetables, we're going to take real garlic, we're going to add it right in the middle, and we're going to stir it in. Once we got our garlic in there and cooked down for a minute, we're going to add our tomato paste. Make sure it gets good contact with the pan and make sure you mix it in with the vegetables really well so it gets incorporated. Then we're going to go right in with our white wine. We just want to cook the alcohol out of this and make sure we scrape up any fond on the bottom of the pan. Once the alcohol is cooked out, we're going to add our tomatoes. You just want to kind of crush them up a little bit because remember, we're still going to blend this at the end. We're getting close to putting the rabbit back in. Right before it goes in, we're going to add some fresh herbs. We have fresh basil, fresh thyme, fresh oregano. Add as much or as little as you want, but keep in mind that we're going to be putting fresh basil on it at the end, so you don't want it to be too overpowering. So after our herbs go in, we mix them around. We're going to put our rabbit back in. We're just going to kind of nestle it in there. And once all of it's in there, we're going to add about 1 cup to 2 cups of chicken stock. So now that we have it at about a bare simmer, the rabbit's in, it's bubbling, it's hot. We have our chicken stock close by to manage the consistency as it evaporates. We're going to put our lid on, stir it every 15 to 20 minutes. Should take probably 4 or 5 hours. We want this to cook down a lot. We're going to take the rabbit out after and shred it up. So kind of just gauge it by feel, by touch. Again, we're learning too, so we'll keep you posted. So we've been on about 3 hours or so. We're just taking the rabbit out. It is incredibly tender, so be careful because you don't want to lose any of it in there because we're going to blend this up with a stick blender in a minute. Once the rabbit's picked, put it back in. Please be super careful. The bones are very, very small. So take a little extra time because you don't want to chew down, crack a tooth. You don't want to choke on them. But we may or may not have tried this already and it's delicious. I'm going to let it go for another hour. It's going to give us time to get our pasta ready and everything else that we're putting with it. So we have our pasta water that's boiling, our rabbit ragu. We have our pan heating up. We're using fresh pasta, so it should take about 90 seconds to 2 minutes. We're going to ladle some ragu in there as it's done and bring it all together before we put it on the plate. If you use box pasta, just do whatever it says on the box. Pasta's done cooking, right into the sauce. It's gonna finish cooking 100% of the way in the sauce, and you almost want some of the pasta water to get in there with it. Once our pasta's done cooking, we brought our sauce together, we're gonna work on plating it. Make sure you give people a decent amount, but don't forget to add some extra sauce and extra rabbit on top. That's where the flavor's at. After we have it on the plate, we're going to give the plates a quick wipe down. Whether you're eating this by yourself or you're serving it to other people, a quick wipe down of the plates makes it look really nice. It really goes a long way. And then after we wipe it down real quick, we're going to add some fresh grated Parmesan on top. Next, we're going to add our roasted pearl onions, followed by our blistered cherry tomatoes. Lastly, we're going to top it with some fresh basil. This came out way better than I even thought it would. Definitely an improvement from the first time we made it, and we're definitely going to be making this again soon. It's rather simple, it's pretty straightforward, it's honest ingredients, it's not too terribly difficult to make, so if you want to get out of your comfort zone, this is a great place to start.